In this video, we're going to be looking at how to make our natural hair smell amazing. So keep watching. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to the Style of Success. I'm Kelly and we are all about beautifying our bodies and our minds. So this is the channel for all things style and success. And I'm here to give you quick tips to save you time and keep you always looking confident and stylish. Now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Join the family, click on the subscribe button, and you can also click the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. So ladies, come closer, come closer, come closer. You know when your hair has that weird, musky, like wet dog kind of smell? It is so embarrassing. So I have some stinky hair remedies to take our style game to the next level. Now, there are many reasons why we may have stinky hair. Like some of it has to do with like hormonal imbalances. It could be a fungal infection. It could be like oily scalp. It could be for some of us, you know, that protective hair that you refuse to take off. That hair that you paid 70 pounds and you're like, this hair, you're going to stay here till I'm ready to take you off. It could also be caused by excessive sweating for those of us who are quite active and poor hygiene. And when I say hygiene, it might not necessarily be like our body hygiene, but you know, the tools that we use. It could be our pillows, the bonnet, and everything that our hair gets in contact with. Now, I'm going to give us some quick tips that we can use to keep our hair smelling amazing. And the first tip is that we need to cleanse our hair. So if you have type 1 hair or type 2 hair, it's quite important if you're able to wash your hair every day or every other day. However, if you have type 4 or type 3 hair, you could benefit from washing maybe once a week, twice a week. Type 4 hair, like my hair, I don't wash my hair daily. One way we can actually do that is we can use a cotton swab and we can actually clean through our hair, especially if we've had things like braids or weaves, because we don't want to mask the hair with like so many other things that I'm going to talk about. So my next point is about us having better hygiene when it comes to anything to do with our hair. So whether it's the tools that we use for our hair bonnets. When last did you wash your hair bonnets? Confess. Brushes that we use for our hair, you know, like our silk pillows, our scarves that we tie our hair with. When last did we actually wash them? Let's keep those things clean so that because there's no point in us taking the time to wash our hair and our hair is looking all good and nice, and then we put those things on our hair and, you know, it adds to the dirt and the smell and, you know, all the yucky part that we're trying to avoid. This brings me to my next point, and which is that we need to use like hair products that have good scents in them. Now, there are two ways you can achieve that. You can have some DIY recipes to make your products at home smell amazing, or you can go the other route, the easier route, especially for those of us who are busy, and that is to buy products that have amazing scents in them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link in the description box a few places that you can find some nice smelling shampoos and conditioners that, you know, might help to make your hair smell really good. Now, when it comes to the DIY part, I'm quite careful when I give suggestions. How many of us can relate to trying something that we saw either on Google or YouTube? It damages our hair or gives us a totally different effect. This is because a lot of these homemade DIY products do not take into account the fact that we have to be careful of the pH balance for our hair. It's important that when we make these products, the products are not too acidic or too alkaline for our hair. But an easy way for you to do that is if you have your shampoo that you've already bought and your conditioner, what I've learned from research is that it's best to put about 2% of like essential oils or fragrance oils into like your shampoo and your conditioner. Make sure that the essential and fragrance oils are not more than 2% because they are very, very strong, and putting too much of that can actually damage your hair. Now note that especially for shampoos, when you add any additional like essential oils or fragrance oils, it might make the shampoo less lathery. Now, don't be discouraged if you don't have enough lather in the shampoo. It's still going to have its effect. You know, I know how we feel when it's lathery, that we feel like it's really washing well, but that's not really the case. It depends on the ingredients that are in the shampoo that will actually cleanse the hair. Now, the next point, and this cannot be overemphasized, is to dry our hair properly. Now, I know that some of us are able to air dry our hair. Like my hair, I always just air dry it. My hair is not that long. When you want to dry your hair, I always recommend putting in a little bit of like a conditioning mist or a bit of oil just to protect our hair follicles so that the heat from the dryer doesn't damage our hair strands. For those of us who our hair can dry very quickly, then please don't use any hair dryers. The less heating tools that we use on our hair, the better. But I know that there are some people that their hair cannot do without these heating tools, so do what works for you. Now, my next point is that we can use more of like scented hair oils or scented hair mists. And I'm going to link to our amazing EthNQ Extraordinaire. It is a scented hair and scalp oil, and we have 2 different types. I'll link them in the description as well so that you can go and purchase them. They are amazing, they smell great, and some of you have tried it and you can testify. It has a lovely scent, and we selected the oils that went into this product so that they have mood-enhancing properties. These scented hair oils can take your style to the next level, especially if you're a busy woman and you're out and about and you just want to put like oils in your hair before you go out. Try our hair and scalp oils. You will not regret it. Another way for us to get our scented oils and our scented mist is to do it ourselves. We can mix oils that are good for our hair. Make sure you research the properties of the oils and don't just pick and choose oils. These oils have different benefits, but you can also achieve amazing scented hair that way. The last tip I'm going to give is go and find amazing hair perfumes. Have you ever heard of hair perfumes before? They're the new rave out in the market right now. Be careful when buying hair perfumes. Some of the hair perfumes have alcohol in them, so go through the ingredients. If you see alcohol denat, if you see denatured alcohol, avoid. Alcohols are drying to the hair. There are some good alcohols like benzyl alcohol, but when it comes to our hair and our skin, please avoid any of those hair perfumes that have alcohol in them. And I'm just gonna let you know, depending on when you're watching this video, we have our own collection of hair perfumes. I'll be doing a few videos on our hair perfumes. We've tried it out with a number of women so that they could tell us how it felt on their hair. We'll be starting the pre-launch of our hair perfumes in July 2020, so watch out for that. Otherwise, they'll be on Amazon, they'll be on our website. I always get excited when I talk about the hair perfumes because it's been a journey. It's been over a year and a half of formulating, working with perfumers. I took a course in perfumery just because I wanted to make sure that each and every ingredient that was put into these hair perfumes were beneficial to you and they had something that would add some value to your body and your scent and your mind and your life. You know what I'm like. Now, you notice in the earlier parts of the video, I was very cautious about recommending DIY formulations when it comes to hair. And if you're not careful, you will be doing more damage to your hair than actually buying things that have been tried and tested. If you decide to go the DIY route, make sure you do your research. Make sure that you're putting things in the right proportions so that you're not causing any damage to your hair. Actually, I have a story of a friend who did a DIY recipe for her hair, and she had really nice hair, really luscious hair, and all of a sudden she developed dandruff from nowhere, and she struggled with dandruff for a while, which was something she never struggled from. And she attributed it to the fact that she did some weird concoctions of DIY formulations for her own hair, and her hair was a mess for a little while until she was able to get her hair back on track. But let me give you 1 or 2 things that have actually worked for my hair, which are DIY recipes. Now, I always talk about apple cider vinegar because I find that apple cider vinegar is a very amazing, versatile product. You can use it, you can ingest it, you can use it on your hair. Anytime I wash my hair with shampoo, I try to put, sometimes it could be like a cupful of apple cider vinegar, and I'll dilute it with water. I have like a bottle that has like a squeezy thing on top, and the bottle has like measurement marks on it. And what I try to do is I put like apple cider vinegar less than 1 ml, and then I add water to about 10 ml, or you can put 2 cups of water in a bowl, mix it all together, and after you wash your hair, put the apple cider vinegar, rinse your hair with the apple cider vinegar. I always wash it out with plain water because apple cider vinegar is acidic, but it's just good if you want to do like a deep clean of your hair. Some people try aloe vera DIY recipes. Some also try using lemon juice and onion juice. But I'm not going to go into them in this video. If you want a video on some DIY recipes, let me know in the comments. Do you have any other tips to make your hair smell amazing? And if you try any of my suggestions, let me know in the comment down below. If you like this video, if you found any value, if you saw something that you can apply to your hair care regimen to give you amazing smelling hair, then click the like button, share it with your friends, click the red subscribe button, and also click the notification bell so that you know when I post a new video. I'd love to have you as part of our family. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and stay fabulous.